So I have our meds and some grapes. And we've just got to our D&D girls. You want your grapes? So these three have learned to come right on as soon as they see you coming. And they get 2 drops. We give 1 to Okoye before she steals everyone else's. And there's Isa Maria and Halia. All 3 have gone on. And of course, we have to give some to the females as well. No honey bear. Just so that they don't get jealous of the babies. The 3 girls are always so happy to get their grapes. As you can see clearly, Halia's mouth is really red. The brown is just dirt that's got stuck to her mouth. It's the actual redness of her lips and in her mouth that's the problem. Because it can be very painful and then they don't want to drink their milk. But it has been gradually getting much better. So things are looking good. So obviously we can't release them until the lips are all good. So hopefully soon. So this is R3 from Calypso. So lying down here, we have Cuddy. There we have Cuddy with her best friend Lilo, who is just giving her a nice groom. So Cuddy is brain damaged and Lilo is partially blind. That's why she was struggling to groom. Now Cuddy lip smacking, trying to groom Lilo. No Lilo. And then in the back we have Floki, who will be joining Calypso. Lilo. So the 3 are just getting settled for the night. Vicious beast. Yeah, you just get the door ready. Cut in. And then the easiest one. Was it just a little first? Oh no. You ready to go? So this is the cage that Cuddy and Floki are going to Calypso in. They will stay in this cage for a few hours just before Floki gets released, just so the others can kind of meet him, but not him still be kind of safe, especially since we have JB, a full-grown male, and Floki likes to have screaming temper tantrums. So as you can see, Floki thinks it's playtime, and Cuddy's very confused and stressed about being inside the cage. So she is nipping him, she's not biting him very hard. This is also how she plays. And Lilo's already gone, Mark's just taken her. I'm just waiting for someone to come and help me lift this cage, because it's quite large. As you can see, Calypso's corner has been revamped. All thanks to Jason. We have this, they've got their ramps and platforms all fixed. And Jason today has been working on a new bedroom. So this was where the crate that Cuddy and Lilo would sleep in at night. And now this is their new home for the three of them. So it does have sink on the top and on the back for when it rains, and spread out branches on the bottom to help us when we have to clean it, so we can keep them nice and healthy. And our platform's been fixed as it was starting to fall down a bit, just to make things a bit more Floki friendly.
Need to go that way as much as possible.
Yeah.
Just so the shade stays as long as possible.
We just need that water bottle or water bowl.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I have to trust him.
Floki's still trying to play.
Come on, JB. She's becoming very vocal as well.
Floki doesn't care.
Also have like more monkey behavior, like grooming and eyebrowing. And,
You can also see how he is with the drip. You might need to put some more. And then the little bits.
Hi Gizmo. Gizmo's come to check it out.
I can also pick these branches side by, I don't know.
No, if he does this, she gets out. Freedom!
You back home? Just think you're not taking me back.
It's like something changed here.
Oh, she loves the new one.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, like that's fine, but think
It's so much stronger. And the guys can't take it either. Like, put it on the fence. Because that was the problem. They were moving it because they were throwing that, right?
Who was?
The boy, the guy.
No cleaner?
Yeah, so that's older platform they have.
And they
They
move.
just throw it away. So everybody was back. Now they can move. Yeah, just
She's so happy to be back.
maybe we
As you've probably noticed with her behavior, Belle is completely blind, and that's why she bumps into things every now and again. But she's actually found her way around, and she's used to the enclosure. She knows where she's going, felt everything around. So it's quite amazing to watch how she explores and learns her environment. And yeah, we just felt it wasn't fair. She was very young, got shot into the head with a pellet gun and lost her sight. And we didn't feel that such a young animal should lose its life. And she is happy and content in our special needs enclosure and getting on well with everyone.
So Floki's still in the cage. He's been playing quite a bit with Belle and Cuddy. Shas has come to say hello a few times, but he's quite eager to get out. There's Cuddy and Belle in the background. Shasta comes in to ruin the fun. Cuddy really wants him back out. I do really think she thinks she's his mum. Just the way she acts with him. She's got all caught up in the blanket. So all the girls seem to be pretty interested in Floki. Flokes! He's really ready to get out. We do have JB here. Hey boy! So Floki is quite scared of him. JB's also just moving away. He's not very interested. So he's our main concern when Floki gets to leave the cage. But apart from that, he's getting on well with all the females.
Well, there goes Floki out to explore the cage. Seems to follow the same route as Cuddy did. And let's see how it goes.
So his first time in Calypso. He's just like Cuddy the way he's running. So as you can see, there's JB kind of approaching, which is obviously stressing Floki. Cuddy and Lilo are just up there. Here comes Shasta and Belle. So everyone's on this side. Here comes Belle. For some reason he's deciding not to use his legs, even though he can use them perfectly fine. Okay, so he does seem to be okay. After that, that's probably Belle just showing that she is a lot higher ranked than she is. She's the princess around here. So as you can see, things can change a lot between being in a cage and being with them. Now she's licking him. Again, you can see how submissive he's being. He's showing her, okay, you're the boss.
Hello.
Hello.
See the new monkeys.
Mhm.
Nice.
Oh, he's using your platform, Jason.
Oh.
You're so scary, Godfrey.
Yeah.
This is Floki's first time on the platform, which is really good because it's getting kind of late. The sun's starting to set. Sorry, the monkeys around are getting a little restless. Their alarm calling at something. But anyway, so this is really good because this is where Cuddy, Lilo and Floki should be sleeping. So it's really good that he's finally found his way up here. He did not go up the ramp side. As you saw, he kind of climbed up here, got a little stuck, didn't know what to do. But he found some food, so he's a happy boy. I'm back with Cuddy. Here comes Belle. It was very weird behaving with him today.
Floki eating with Cuddy. Big meal, JB.
So Danny's absolutely enormous after his milk. He's looking like a proper little snowball. It was difficult to see in that video, that's why I moved on to this side. But up on that perch, Oprah was cuddling Danny. But of course, by the time I got over here, Danny thought I had something for him. And there's also Howie looking like a massive ball. And April too. These guys are just milk monsters. Look at how fluffy. So this is Oprah in with the babies. There she is with Howie. Howie's gone back in for more milk. And we have Beezu at the door. I'll let her back in.
Well, there's no doubt about it. The little Samango monkeys are extremely cute. And here this little guy is keeping himself busy with a toilet roll. So he has to keep himself entertained because we've got to keep him separated at the moment because of his little skin problem. Has been diagnosed as ringworm, and unfortunately he's pretty much got it over his whole little body. So he's pretty much got to get bathed in cream almost 3 times a day, which you can imagine is quite a mission with this little guy. So yeah, he's not always too happy with us, but as soon as we get his skin problem sorted out, we can move him over to start meeting the other Samangos. But in the meantime, he's got to entertain himself, and of course he's got now one staff member continually with him the whole day, looking after him and making sure he doesn't destroy too many toilet rolls. Typical Samango behavior, loving his fruit, choosing out all the nice bits that he can find. In this case it is pawpaw or papaya. He's really loving it.
So here at Global, we have Toni and Pascal. There we have Martini. So this female freaking out is called Kofi. And the female that just laughed is Isla, the alpha female. Even Martini's eyebrowing, saying these are our babies, go away. And we have Rani here carrying Pascal. Out she goes. Kofi, relax. So down here is Isla. Just there we've got Toni. Kofi doesn't want us to look. Two very happy boys. There's Martini with Toni. Martini's clearly still a princess, no matter what. And Pascal's still. And he's clinging onto the side of Goofy. Girls, that was Pascal. I don't want him.
It's amazing how protective they are over the little orphans they've adopted, and this also teaches little orphans to become scared of humans, which is actually a great process.
This is Appy, and Chicken's grooming her, and Megan's here trying to steal Toni. Appy is fighting with Coco.
How much trust and faith the little one's got in its new mom, practically falling asleep, holding on to her, not a care in the world at the moment, and just look, I'm sure there's like a little smile on its little face. I mean, what more can you ask for? It's just, these are those little moments, you have a look at these little guys and you think of what they've come from and the suffering they've basically had, and you know, now they've actually moved, they've got a mom, they've got somebody that cares for them and looks after them, and this is just what makes your day. You know, it doesn't matter how tough it is. In the end of the day, when you look at that little face, you just know you're doing the right thing. Just wish we had enough people to look after the place that I could basically lie down and rest, and take such a wonderful break. So, but it's really amazing just to watch this little one. I mean, really, it's not scared of anything. It knows it's got its mom there, its security, somebody to look after it, and it can totally relax and just fall asleep there on the ground without any problems at all. It's great when the little ones trust more than one mother in the enclosure, and that the moms don't mind sharing the little ones. It does build up their little confidence. I mean, just look at those little faces, how they're enjoying themselves. They're not worried. They'll run off to another mother just now, but just content eating. Luckily, it's mango season, so they've got some lovely mangoes to enjoy at the moment.
Chicken. Squares on the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. What about the other one? That one?
Yeah.
That one is coffee.
Little Toni really tucking into some pawpaw there, really enjoying it. Must be amazing eating with all the big ones and not having a worry about anything. He doesn't even know which pepino or pawpaw to eat first. Little face is going to be turning all yellow. But I mean, that's all part of being a monkey. Pascall seems to be the more dignified one, eating here with Ayla, unless it knows that Ayla's like the alpha females, you've got to behave yourself. But yeah, just look there, picking it up slowly, he's not diving in like Toni was doing, taking little pieces and eating it, so a lot more dignified manners. It's all these little behaviors that tell the monkeys apart and how you get used to them. So as you can see, they're totally different in the way they behave, the way they eat. Each little individual's got different things that they actually do, and while you're working with them, it's these little traits that you basically pick up that help you identify them. I suppose the same as you would do with humans. So yeah, if you're working with them every day, you see these little different things that they're doing and how they're behaving, and this helps you identify them over a longer period of time.
happy.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, he's really, really attached to me now.
Hey, baby. Hello, darling. Hello. Hello, darling. Hello, hello. Ah, hello. Hello. Yeah. Hey. What I'm gonna do is, yeah. So sorry. Just to make sure I've got everything. So you've had it for about 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay. And his
We
mom
tried
was
to
shot.
we were traveling from Bloemfontein. Make an effort to see that he's getting to the right people. I believe he will get the right treatment and that he deserves.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's perfectly healthy in a couple of days, we'll always move him on to the facility. So we have these intro cases where we're with them for a few days there, and then we go out and the mums start coming in.
Yeah,
So within as much as a few days, he could be meeting a mum and start raising a new family.
So I'm going to carry on because I think staying here he's getting quite worked up. So I'm going to go to the back. You could come through and see him from there if you want, but let me take him through first and get him settled.
Must we walk with you?
Yeah, maybe just finish with Ali. Let me get him through, settle behind. Okay.
I don't know.
So the process becomes a little bit more difficult when you get an older monkey or an older orphan in. So this little guy is past the period of 3 months. He's been with humans for a very long time, so he's very, very used to them. He won't be used to monkeys at all. Probably got an attachment to his human foster parents. So you've got a little bit of trauma that he's going to go through. Too big just to do anything with yet, and of course we've got no space. So we put him in the back of Disneyland, and which, as you can see, seems to love. A little bit scared of the wild monkeys, which we would have thought he would be, but at least this way he's getting used to them and seeing there are monkeys around. Fortunately, they can't get into him. We have put like a finer wire mesh around the top, so they can't grab him or anything like that. But he can see around the area, get used to the surroundings, the other monkey noises, see other monkeys, and start acclimatizing himself, which will be great while we try and work out what's going to be the best method for this little one and where we can integrate him. Well, this is the female hawk come over to visit the little one. Things seem to be going on quite well. That's Bobo, one of the other bandits' little babies, having a look out in the back there. So almost probably about the same age. So this is quite a good thing. As I say, it can see there are friends out there, and life isn't too bad at the sanctuary. So at least Hawk's doing a little bit of work for us and getting him used to monkeys without much screaming. It's more of a natural process, and hopefully this will make the integration a lot easier. One never truly can imagine what goes through these little ones' minds as they go through this whole process. Because Bobo come over to fetch her baby, and Tio just having a look, seeing if he can get a better position. Probably wants to interact with the little one, but of course not too sure how to do it or call it over or anything like that. And Bobo's probably like saying, "Oh, you're not going to go play with the new kid. We don't even know what he's got." So typical mother. But yeah, so it should just take a little bit while. You can see the face is bewildered there, the way it's like kind of pulled back. It's not really too sure what's going on, but he's exploring around and stuff like that. Not scared, so that's a good thing.
This little boy Teo he's only been with us a few days, but he's doing amazingly well. He's learnt the feeding cage, so he knows how to drink milk from a feeding cage. He likes to do his own thing and just comes for comfort now and again. So he is at the stage where he can actually be moved to an introduction cage at the James troop. So we're getting that ready for him to be able to move, and then he's going to go into the James troop for a few days in the introduction cage, and then he'll start to meet foster mummies. So we really hope that he does well. And yeah, he's just doing his own thing here in Disneyland until he moves across. We've got releases going on tomorrow, so whilst we're doing those, we can get him accustomed to his new introduction cage at James, and then hopefully towards the end of the week we'll be able to get him a foster mum to give him his first monkey cuddles in a while. He likes to sit up and look out at the troop, and that's good because he's actually looking out at the James troop. You can see, let's just see, what's he seeing? There you go. So there's the James troop there, and that's actually going to be his new troop very soon. Already thinks he's a big boy. Loves his trees. Try and give them a variety just to get them used to the static branches, but also the flexible branches whilst he's in here, because when he goes out into the trees he's going to have to get used to alarm calling, balancing, seeing what's going on whilst he's in the trees.
Doesn't seem to have a problem with his selection of food at all. Naturally always going for the fruits, which are the nicest tasting ones. He hasn't grabbed the bananas straight off, which is kind of strange. But yeah, eating very nicely, very confident little guy, which is fantastic. So life shouldn't be too hard for him, or his integration shouldn't go too difficultly. Our main thing is seeing him drinking from the feeding cage, of course, because he still does need his milk, which is important for his growth. And so we'll just see how long it takes him to go into the feeding cage. Well, with some monkeys you don't actually have to worry at all. He didn't have any problems whatsoever. Seemed to just know where his milk was, climbed through the little hole. He's drinking, no problems with his bottle or anything like that, so it doesn't seem like he'll have a problem with which bottle he drinks out of, which is another great thing. So intelligent enough to climb in and out of the little hole. So that means he's basically ready for the foster mom cage, and we can get him across there as soon as possible. The sooner the better, because as we say, age here is a little bit of a problem, and now the big things come is whether a mom's going to start accepting him or not.
There's Teo having a big drink all by himself in the feeding cage. Next step of his rehabilitation, he's on schedule. So Toni and Pascal have both just had another drink. That's their second drink, Pascal's third drink today, which is amazing. It helps us because we don't have many people here, as you know. So it means that we can reduce the amount of people we have on a shift because we know they're drinking, and also just keep an eye on them and check them so that we know that they're all happy, safe and drinking. So thanks Toni and Pascal, that really helped us today. And sometimes things do work out as they should. Gives us a lot of hope for the next baby releases with minimal people, that we can just get through to the end of this season. And incredible, actually, absolutely incredible to our core team that we've had here throughout lockdown. Just seeing these little babies out, especially where Toni and Pascal came from, both in critical care, you know, nearly lost Toni twice in terms of his health. Chicken. And of course Pascal arriving with trauma after his mum was killed and eaten in front of him. So we are very, very delightful that these two babies are now a big part of the troop and they've reunited together. They haven't been with each other much, but now they are. You may remember orphans Martini and Little G. Here they are. Martini at the top. Happy with their new buddies in the troop. Arpy's reunited with both babies. There's Kofi and Arpy. Toni on the left, Pascal on the right.
Well, as it was said earlier, it's amazing how far these little ones have come. Part of the troop now, this is like your little family setup. You've got your adult female looking after them, slightly older juvenile as backup, protecting them. Little babies are all confident, sitting here eating some nice fruit, some special mangoes there. They really do love the mangoes, even over the bananas. You can see there's 2 bananas there. So if you see bananas left, it means the animals are eating very, very well, because bananas are basically, they love them. It's like chocolate to monkeys. So it's great to see that. A little bit of butternut and lettuce, cabbage that they're eating. So the butternut, they love the seeds, but these guys are doing very, very well.
Arpy's one off. There goes Toni and Pascal to catch up with her in the distance. So it's the end of the integration for Toni and Pascal, and we're very lucky because we've had Willie join us from San Francisco and Dustin join us from Pretoria in South Africa. So it's really been a big help having these guys come through. Going to hopefully be staff members with us, and yeah, be here for long term. So there they are, the babies in the background. And we're just thankful to have the extra people that we could actually do these releases, because as you know, we have been short on staff over the COVID-19 year.
Thanks again to everybody out there, all of our supporters. You are amazing. Thanks for the contributions, getting involved, sharing our program, becoming members. All of this is helping tremendously. Till next week, we'll see you then. I hope you enjoyed this video.